Children are notorious for peeking around people's hands in front of their faces or peeking through the fingers, so it's important to have a complete closure of the eye while you're checking the vision in the other eye. How to make an eye patch at home if you don't have any around the house. So the easiest thing that you can do is just take some duct tape and make one yourself. I would tear off about a 3-inch strip of duct tape to start, and then set this to the side. And for the second piece, I would cut off or tear off about 2 inches, so a little bit smaller than the first one. And you are going to want to make that thinner as well, so that the adhesive can get all the way around. So I'll go ahead and rip that. And now I have this shorter, thinner piece that I'm going to place on the middle, sticky side to sticky side. And now I have my homemade eye patch. Put it on my sleeve, take off some of that adhesive, and now it is ready to go. The first thing that you're going to need to do is to print off the vision chart. We'll be using the HOTV column in this example, and so you can get that here by just clicking on the URL or typing this into your web browser. So if I click on that, that brings me up to this website, which allows me to go ahead and print this directly on my own computer here. So I brought that up and clicking print, and now I am good to go. Right. So now we are ready to make our HOTV column to check vision. You have printed this off from the computer. The first thing that you need to do is to do a quick quality control to make sure that the dimensions are correct. So what I've done here, there's a scale right at the top that says that this should be 2.5 inches. So I can just confirm here that that really is 2.5 inches, which it is, so I know that we are good to go. Okay, and now you'll see there are 4 vertical lines on this sheet. I've already done some pre-folding here to make this a little bit easier on the video, but you want to fold along those vertical lines for each of them. So I will just do that quickly here. And the last fold leaves you with this small overhang of paper. You put that together, and then you can just use a paper clip to hold that all together. And now you have the freestanding HOTV tower, which you can use to check that your child. Set the room up. You're going to need a tape measure and a good assistant. So what we're going to do is take this tape measure, all right, Mr. Assistant, and we're going to put it right at the back leg of the chair that your child's going to be sitting in, and then you want to measure out 10 feet. Okay, so try to keep this as straight as you can, measuring out 10 feet here. Then we're going to go ahead and put a piece of tape down on the ground. Now we're going to show you how to measure 10 feet out in your room if you do not have a tape measure at home. One of the easiest ways to do this is to get 11 sheets of paper, 8.5 by 11, and place them end to end from the back leg of the chair to the testing distance. And now that we have that marked off, we'll go ahead and put that piece of tape down so we know right where we should be standing and holding the chart. Now we are ready to start checking the vision. The first thing that you want to do is, with both eyes open, make sure that your child understands the test. So I want you to go ahead and tell me what letter you're seeing here.
T. O.
Great. The next thing that you want to do is to go ahead and put a patch over the eye. You can either use a store-bought patch or your homemade patch with duct tape. We're going to, in this case, go ahead and use this duct tape patch, okay? So remember, before you put the patch on the eye, you want to put it on an article of clothing and then take it off. That removes some of the extra stickiness to it. And then we're going to go ahead and put it over the eye, making sure we have a good seal over the nose, the side, the forehead, and the cheek, so he can't peek at all. Okay, no peeking? All right, now I'm going to go stand back to that spot that I had already marked, and I want you to go ahead and tell me the letters that I'm pointing to. The idea with this is that you go all the way down until the child misses one of the letters, then go back up to the line right above that letter that he missed. Make sure that as you rotate, he's able to see all of the letters on that same line. All right, so we'll give you the example. Go ahead.
O, V,
Okay, so he missed that one. I'm going to go back up to this 20-40 line. And can you tell me that one again?
T.
Great, so I'll rotate it and keep my finger right on that 20-40 line. Great, he got that one as well.
H.
Good.
O.
Great, so I know that he is seeing that 20-40 line consistently with that right eye, and that would be my visual acuity for the right eye. Now what if your child is not able to see this top letter at that 10-foot distance? So in order to accommodate for that while testing at home, what you can do is then half the distance that you're standing from the child. So going from 10 feet, I've already marked out here the 5-foot line. So now that I'm at that 5-foot line, this is double the numbers. So you, instead of being 20-60, this is 21-20. So, assistant, can you read this letter for me now?
O.
Perfect. Say that was the only letter that he could see, the 20-60 line on the paper. Since we're at 5 feet, we will double it, and it's 21-20. That's what I write down. Now, if he's still not able to see the chart and I'm at 5 feet, the next thing that I can do is to go ahead and have him count the number of fingers that I'm holding up.
1.
Good. So I would write that down as count fingers at 5 feet. Now we're going to talk about what to do if your child has not learned all of their letters. So if I ask you, do you know what this letter is?
No.
The next thing that we can do is just to see if they can match the letters for us, okay? Good, so he's pointing to that one. So in this case, I would leave the chart with him. Go ahead and grab the chart. And then I will stand back at the testing distance and have him point to the letters as I go down the column. Good. Thanks.